All right, thanks so much for joining me in part two. So, in the last episode, Sienna decided that she was going to take out a loan so that she could buy this property. So now she's sitting here negotiating with Kohei. So Kohei's asking price is kind of high, and she doesn't know if she really wants
Reeb!
to spend that much money.
Crunchy
So
Navazel!
she's like explaining her insecurities to him, like, I don't know if that's such a great idea, but
Boy, a bean. Floy Masharnu?
they eventually agree.
Aw, yoyum.
And here she goes. She gives him
Present.
$45,000 for the property. And her plan is to basically sell some stuff that's on the property, whatever looks like it's sellable. Alright, so they're just finalizing the decision. She thinks she's just saying goodbye, and he's like, you don't even know what you're getting yourself into, but thanks for the money. She's like, you... Now, there's these dogs here. She's just trying to get them to shoo off of the lot. And she's also now trying to consider if she made a good decision or not. So she goes in to take a look around with to see what types of things are here. And it's like a proper build. I'm not sure exactly who made this, but I will credit them at some point in the comment description, in the description box and things like that. But it's a proper home. Like, she could live here if she really wanted to. At the moment, there's no power, there's no water. It's off the grid. And she is absolutely not feeling sleeping here tonight. She doesn't feel safe. It's not very clean. She's like, even if I wanted to, there's no water and no running water, so I'm definitely not staying here. She's like, I don't even want to brush my teeth in here. I would feel like they're even dirtier after I finish cleaning them. They're dirtier than they were before. So she's like super exhausted, and she decides that she's just going to head back to her parents' place. It's still early enough in the evening. Her parents have gone to sleep, but her brother's just sort of getting back from hanging out with his friends. And she decides she's going to make breakfast for them for the next morning because she's not sure if she's going to be able to cook it, and be there and sit down and have a meal with them at that time. And plus she's hungry, so she's going to grab a serving right now. But since he's there and he's like missed her all day, she decides that he's just going to help her with the meal. And then they're just going to have a brother-sister chat after this. And she's like, so yeah, I bought the property. It's pretty bad. I would appreciate your help tomorrow if you don't mind after school. And he's like, yeah, no problem. I'll come by with my pal Rahul. Rahul just so happened to move in next door. I didn't do it, but I decided whoever was going to move in the neighborhood, whoever the gang moved into the neighborhood, was going to be part of the story. So him and his mom, I think, live there. So I'm just going to kind of borrow him. I also gave him a makeover. I gave his mom a little bit of a makeover, and Paka as well, because Paka's a neighbor as well. Okay, so he agrees to help her tomorrow. She's like, I think my best friend's a mermaid. Okay, so at this point, he's going to head off to sleep. She's going to finish eating her breakfast/dinner. I'm going to try to build up her needs, in the meantime. I also realized that I made a mistake. When I left the lot, I accidentally moved her out instead of evicted her. So I think that's why the family has so much money. But I don't really care about how much money the family has because it's not really important for her. But she did borrow $50,000, and the property itself is like $46,000, I think. If she were to just move there. So I just rounded it down to $45,000, and that's how much she gave Kohei. So she literally did spend that much. And whenever she's on her lot, you'll see the amount of money that she then reasonably has. It's like $5,000, and it'll just keep getting lower and lower or higher from there. Okay, so she has finished her morning routine. It's the next day, and basically she wants to get some ideas about what she wants to do on her new property. And so she's watching the Home Decorator Network, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it is hilarious. I don't know why there are so many explosions. I've never seen so many explosions. Also, I don't know why she's standing up. She's just sort of standing there. They can sit and watch TV. I've seen it before, but she's just standing there for some reason. Anyway, this lady just keeps blowing everything up. It is so funny. And I know she's not getting any actual ideas from this, but I just thought it was so funny that I just left it in here. It is so silly and so funny. But yeah, she's thinking it would be nice if I could like DIY it, if I could just turn it into my own place. She's feeling super inspired and she's wondering what's next. What am I going to do? So she heads on over to the property and she spends a little bit of the morning sort of setting up like a little like yard sale. And this is a mod by Ravishing, I believe. That's like a home business kind of thing. You can basically click that little sign that's like way in the corner there above those nuclear waste things. If you use that, you can basically start your own retail business. I tried to think of something cute that she would say, but there we have the description of her yard sale, which is basically all it is. It's not really a business. And Kohei got her sick. It's so rude. Now she's feeling a little under the weather. I don't want her coughing on the I've actually seen mods with like face masks. I would love that. I haven't seen them. I haven't looked for them so much, but I haven't seen them. If I ever see one, I'm definitely going to download it. I think that's interesting. Anyway, so now you can start to mark some items for sale. And I'm going to have her mark them up. And so one thing I don't necessarily like about this mod is first of all, when you set things for sale, you have to go through this menu in order to mark up the prices. And it's super annoying. It's just super like tedious and annoying to do it one by one. But I get it. It's nice to have the control, but it's a bit much for me. So we have a few items for sale, so I'm just going to go ahead and open up. And I'll continue to mark these other ones for sale. They'll have the same markup of 25%. Something reasonable, because I think if it's too high, basically nobody's going to buy anything at all. At least that's been my experience. But the other thing I don't like about it is once somebody buys something, the item doesn't disappear. It just immediately gets restocked, which I don't like. Just for this particular thing, I would like the items to automatically like go away, like they were just sold and I never see them again. There's no need to restock this stuff, like she's trying to get rid of it. There she has her little dumpster. And basically while the store is open, I'm gonna be going around sort of like clicking on things, just trying to figure out what looks like we can salvage, or what looks like it needs to be thrown away, what looks like it looks like this item looks like it's in pretty good shape. This is like a regular item in the game that I'd like to keep. And I keep desperately trying to put it in my inventory, and it doesn't work. You're supposed to be in school. Okay. So yeah, there's a customer there, so I had her go talk to the customer. But it looks like she's not interested. That sucks. Okay, so I'm just gonna go around clicking on stuff so we can see what kind of stuff it looks like we want to keep it. Trying to get her to figure out what she's going to do with this property. And it does turn out there's actually some nice stuff back here. There's a lot of things that looks like I can set for sale, but like I just wouldn't sell, like those barrels. Now these things here are actually really expensive, and they're like lockables. They're like locked unless you unlock them. They're unlockables, I guess is what. But she has that little drawing pad, so she can actually like use those to be inspired and make more high quality paintings. Luckily she bought that pad before she left her parents' house. Okay, anyway. I mean, technically, I'm not going to say that she's already moved out, but, her plan was to just go home whenever she feels like, because she hasn't been, like, kicked out or anything. But in terms of what she's going to be doing for her family, like, now that she has her own property, like, she doesn't necessarily have to take care of them the way that she did before, because technically she does have her own place. But, if she's going to be there, she might as well do something for the family.
Warba Taranga.
So I'm just seeing whatever I can sort of grab. And I think whatever I can put in my inventory, I decided was what she was going to be able to like sell as a in terms of like a profit for the day. I like these little jokes; they're so funny. I love like dad jokes. I keep trying to put this thing in my inventory. I don't know why I'm convinced it goes in my inventory. It just doesn't. But yeah, like all these whatever little things it looks like I can grab and put in her inventory, I'm just gonna sell. But I was just saying that I like those little jokes. Those corny jokes are my favorite thing. So anyway, that lady bought that thing, so I just went and like deleted it out of the house inventory. And you'll see later, like there's like a restocking fee, so I will have lost money even though I did sell out of my house inventory. It's not. She won't keep all the money she has right now. I told her to do something on the other side, and she's doing it on the other side. I don't even know why. It's like she's seeing through the house. It's so weird. Okay, so here's Papa calling me. Okay. There's a lot of things on the lot that I'm not sure exactly what I want to... Oh, here's another customer. I'm not sure what I want her to do with them. She's not like I'm gonna wash my own clothes in the wash bin kind of gal. She would rather have a washing machine.
Yanshi, Remayu,
Okay, so she's trying a little sales pitch, and he's like, I'm not interested. And she's like, well, alright, then you have a look around. No skin off my teeth. Okay, so doesn't seem to... I wanted her to get to know him because he's a young adult like her. So that would have been nice if she could talk to him. But apparently during the yard sale, she can't even get to know them, which is really weird. I can't say yard sale during her like little thing, retail thing. I don't know. That's another reason why I don't like the mod very much. But it's useful for being able to sell the big stuff. Stuff that won't go in the little sale table, the selling table, for example, or any of the multiple like recolor of the selling table. But we don't need one. Like honestly, we only need one. I don't know why we have so. It's like those little crafting tables. Why do we have so many? We don't need that many. Alright, so I just got rid of those items, and so she's going to keep that money, and she'll keep whatever money that she sells from this little area here. And I was hoping I could put things in the garbage, but there doesn't appear to be any, like, trash that can actually go in the garbage, so she can't, like, die for deals, which is alright. It's just realistic to have a dumpster. So now I'm just going to start backspacing some of this stuff, and the stuff that I backspace is I'm actually going to sell, but she's not going to get any money from it. So we can think of it as though she's like cleaning up. Like, I don't even know what to do with this. Like, how would you would need to call people to come get rid of that. But this is just like a bin, so we might as well keep it for now. We already have the dumpster, so we don't necessarily need it, but all this little stuff that looks like it won't sell for very much, I'll put away. This one I'll probably sell at some point, but not right now. This one too. I'd buy that at a yard sale. I'm gonna put these two little... I couldn't tell if those two things were like yarn, or if they were like those little like kitty balls. not a kitty ball. Not for kids, but for pets. Little squeaky toys. That's what I'm trying to say. What is a kitty ball? Anyway, I'm having her paint some painting. To help pass the time, because she has those nice items there, so she can be nice and inspired. Yeah, she has another customer, but nobody's interested in buying anything. It sucks. But later she's gonna have her brother come by to help her out, and then once that happens, she'll sell her paintings. So yeah, this is basically hard for the money. It's like, how are we supposed to make money? Like, we have, I think, between $2,000 and $3,000 of bills we need to pay each day. Not bills, not even bills, but just like a loan. So I'll have her continue to clean little by little and try to, do the yard sale. But here. So this is what it looks like when you close the store. That's when you get paid out, and you'll see the difference. Alright. So now we have Blaine and Rahul, his friend from school, here to help. I know it's kind of weird that I keep switching people out of the household and things like that, but it's just so much easier to control what they do. Just, for the storytelling,
Straight to bean slawfish.
Like, otherwise Rahul would just be running off right now to go, like, in the house and, like, take a bath or something. Also, I don't know why this looks romantic. None of the things I asked her to do are romantic. None of them. None of them. It looks like she's definitely flirting with him, though. He is a teen, and she can't do that. Alright. Alright, so now that the boys are here, I'm just going to set up the selling table. And once again, I'll have the guys just sort of clean up by viewing things, because that's how you clean, by viewing. I also apologize for the sound going in and out. For some very strange reason, this time when I recorded, it recorded my microphone. And so I'm just sitting there giggling and chuckling and like eating nuts. And you can also hear the movement of my mouse and the clicking of my mouse, and it's super annoying. It is so annoying. But I already saved and saved and saved, so I can't really go back and like redo what I've done. It's not, even if there's no other save for me to like reload and try again. So we're just kind of stuck with what we have. I apologize. Okay, so the guys are just gonna have a look around. Like, they'll just be like looking at stuff. And looking at stuff is apparently helping to clean. I don't know what that thing is. I thought it was like a little game machine or something. Okay, Rahul, what can you look at over here? I also, I'm like desperate to like get this thing. I know all I have to do is go into buy mode and like zero it down back to the bottom, but I just wish I could just like drag it out. Oh, we made some good money for that. I actually don't know how much these things cost, but something like this, I'll say that she can keep the money that she makes. Well, these types of things can actually be dragged into her inventory. They might be useful for later, so I'm not going to sell them now. But I'll say that the boys kind of helped her like clear out a lot of this, like a front, like of the junk here, like in the front especially. This like car thing, they helped her like put that in the bin, in the dumpster bin. I think it would kind of fit. What is wrong with you? It wasn't me. Hey, thanks. You're making pretty good money. And we're going to pay the boys for their help today as well. For their quote-unquote help. But I think we've made enough that we can go ahead and do the first payment. And feel confident that we're not going to be in a bad position. Oh, look at Miss Oshade over here. She is so suave. Like, that's not bad for a townie. Not bad for a townie. Okay, thank you. Okay, now we can end this one. We can pay the guys. I swear it sounds like she's flirting with him no matter what she says to him. It's not happening. It's actually interesting that, me just trying to play the game for a little while, try to do some storytelling in the game. A lot of the same characters just keep reoccurring in like everything that I'm doing on the channel. It's so weird. What is it? I don't know what mod it is that makes everybody like nervous or whatever that is about. Alright, so there's your money. Okay, so Paka's trying to mack it to somebody. Alright, so she's having a good time with the boys. Okay, so she basically paid them. You can see the money went down. Now, the next thing we're going to have her do is travel so that she can go buy some stuff. So she's going to go buy it. She's going to go get her license and buy a tent. I don't know whose voice that is. Okay, so while she's gone. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Look who's here. She's relatively ganky for just having had a baby. But whatever. So we're back. We got the power turned on while we were out. And I'm also going to make some changes to the other lot traits. Just because I can. Now that she's here, I guess the idea is that, you know, she's starting to clean up a little bit. So she can, like, sort of maintain it enough to keep the dogs off the property, for example. But it's definitely filthy. Like, that's not going to change overnight. It's still pretty gross. But I'm going to make this place homey. I'm going to say that there's peace and quiet because this is actually a pretty nice neighborhood. And we'll say that she'll find a little bit of money because basically that's just what this is about. As she cleans and things, as she, you know, unearths things, she'll just be kind of finding, you know, little bits of things that she can sell here or there. Anyway, so now with this mod, you can actually, like, travel to places. You'll rabbit hole. But you can either spend money or make money depending on the types of options that you choose. And I think that that's pretty interesting, actually. You can see some services. Artificial insemination. That's definitely something that she might consider in the future, you know? But for now, in her nice new tent, she's going to get some sleep. Had a very productive day. The problem is, in the morning, she hears some noise coming from her trailer, and she's like, what is that? Holy crap, it's a baby. Where did you come from? She says. What am I supposed to do with you? She says. But it's a baby. And she's always wanted a baby. And she's like, oh my God, where did this baby come from? Why is this baby here? I don't even know what to do. So she decides to call her mom and try to get some help. And her mom just immediately nags her. Why are you calling me and I'm trying to sleep? Mom. She hangs up. And she still doesn't know what to do. She wants to change the diaper desperately. She wants to feed the baby, but she has nothing in the house for this baby. Nothing. She would have to go out and get some things for the baby in order to do that. And it's just not happening right now. So the only other person she knows that she feels she can talk to is Paka. So she calls Paka and tries to ask for some advice. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And Paka's pretty confused, but he's like, just come over. If you come over, I can at least watch the baby for you while you go get some diapers and stuff, and we'll figure it out. And she's like, okay. The baby won't stop crying. And she's like, how am I supposed to even get this baby over to his house? So she just tries to soothe the baby a little bit while she waits for a taxi or something. I don't know. When she considers how she's going to get over there. Maybe she might take the bus. But she don't want to get on the bus with no smelly, crying baby. It's a completely different neighborhood, you know? But the baby is so cute. Oh, she's hungry. It's morning. So still freaking out, she sort of runs outside and she tries to consider her situation. What am I going to do? Alright, and that's where we'll leave today's episode. She's just sort of considering, what am I going to do with this new bundle of joy that's just sort of in this rusty, dusty lot. In a relatively beautiful neighborhood. Can't hate on the neighborhood, but I cannot raise a baby on this lot, she thinks. But I really want the baby. What should I do?